All right, everybody, welcome in. Ready to up your game in healthcare technology management.
You bet.
Today, we're diving deep into MD Expo SoCal.
Sounds good.
It's going to be at the Pechanga Resort Casino in Temecula, California, April 15th through the 17th, 2025. Mark those calendars. We've got the scoop straight from the MD Expo website and some extra insights from Techni Health Solutions.
We do. We got a real insider's view here.
We're going to break it all down, help you figure out, is this thing worth your time? Can you grow professionally, make those connections? We're talking to all you HTM pros out there, the biomedical engineers, clinical engineers, directors, managers, procurement, and asset management folks.
Anyone who touches medical technology, really.
Yeah, if you're keeping the healthcare tech world running, this deep dive is for you. So let's jump in. What's the vibe? What's the big idea behind MD Expo SoCal?
Well, right off the bat, they're not trying to be just another giant conference, get lost in the crowd.
Yeah.
They want to be unique, more personal, and really valuable specifically for HTM professionals.
They want to stand out.
They do.
And our sources say they're creating this welcoming, focused environment.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can connect with people, learn about the latest tech advancements, and not feel overwhelmed.
Exactly.
Plus, the location's pretty sweet. Pechanga Resort Casino in Temecula, near wine country, and Old Town Temecula.
Yeah, so maybe tack on a little fun to the trip. Mix a bit of business with pleasure. Do they say anything about time for that kind of thing?
No specifics on downtime, but being close to all that.
Yeah, right.
Hints that you could definitely extend your stay or sneak away for a bit if you wanted. Okay, so you've got this relaxed, engaging setting, but what about the actual meat and potatoes? The learning.
Right.
What kind of educational opportunities are we talking about at MD Expo SoCal? What can help you stay ahead in this field?
It looks really comprehensive. They've got industry leaders speaking on all sorts of hot topics: HTM fundamentals, compliance, IT, cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity.
Huge these days with everything being connected.
Absolutely.
Management strategies, even equipment service. It's all covered.
And they go beyond just talking heads, right?
Right.
They have these HOT workshops, hands-on training. What kind of equipment have those focused on before?
Well, they're all about real-world skills. So technicians get hands-on experience servicing different types of equipment.
Got it.
And it's not some random instructor. It's experts from the HTM community.
Okay, that's smart.
So you get that peer-to-peer knowledge transfer, really practical stuff.
So if you're a hands-on person,
Yes.
this is where you learn the nuts and bolts.
Exactly.
Come out of there with skills you can use right away.
Exactly.
Now, for those of us watching our credentials, these sessions actually count for something, right?
Oh, for sure. A lot of the sessions, even the HMT workshops, they're CE accredited.
Awesome.
So they count towards your professional certifications. Stay current, prove your expertise.
That's a big deal for a lot of folks.
It is.
And what if you can't make every session? Will you catch up later? Do they have resources for attendees after the expo?
They do. They've got a library of past educational content.
That's handy.
Yeah, you can usually download presentations, even watch recordings from old MD Expos. It's like,
Catch up on what you missed.
yeah. And it shows they're all about continuous learning, which is so important in this field.
Absolutely. Things change so fast.
Okay.
All right, learning is crucial.
Yes.
But let's be real. One of the biggest draws for events like this is the networking.
Absolutely.
What's the networking scene like at MD Expo SoCal? Who are you going to be rubbing elbows with?
Well, it's a huge part of the experience. They say you can connect with all sorts of people. Other HTM professionals, biomedical engineers, hospital leaders, vendors from all over the country.
So it's not just being in a room with people.
No,
They actually
sure.
help you make real connections.
Exactly. The goal is to build relationships with industry leaders, manufacturers, service providers. They even have special networking events
Cool.
designed for sharing best practices so you can troubleshoot together, get new ideas.
Because we all have those problems that just won't go away. We do. Okay, let's move from people to the actual tech. What kind of cool stuff will be on display? What innovations and equipment can attendees expect?
The exhibit hall is supposed to be top-notch.
Top-notch, okay.
All the latest technology, products, and services for HTM.
Nice.
Live demos, too. New medical devices, asset tracking systems, cybersecurity tools, maintenance software.
Those live demos really help
Oh, yeah.
because you can actually see how it works, not just hear about it.
Absolutely. And it's not just about the now. They're also looking ahead to future trends. AI, the Internet of Things, automation. You can see how these things are changing healthcare tech.
Get ahead of the curve. Okay, so you're learning, networking, checking out the latest tech.
Right.
But how does that translate into actual career growth or business opportunities?
Well, think of it like this. For individuals, it's a chance to connect with potential employers, recruiters who specialize in HTM, and all these professional organizations that can support you.
Right, right.
You can also learn about certifications, training programs to boost your career.
And what if you're more on the business side of HTM?
If you're into consulting or sales, you get direct access to potential clients, partners, decision makers.
I see.
You can also explore collaborations with manufacturers, software companies, service companies. Lots of potential to grow your business.
Now, the MD Expo sounds jam-packed already,
It does.
but there's also this exclusive leadership summit called TN20.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What's that about? Who's it for?
That's more focused, more exclusive. It happens April 15th and 16th, and it's invitation only
Okay.
for top HTM leaders. It's all about high-level networking, getting insights to help your department grow, strategic leadership stuff.
So invitation only
Yeah,
sounds like a pretty select group.
it is.
What's the experience like at this leadership summit?
Think smaller groups, deeper discussions, really building those relationships. They have special networking events, TN20 talks, where these leaders share innovative ideas. The schedule's pretty structured. Welcome reception and dinner on Tuesday, breakfast and summit sessions Wednesday morning, networking lunch, and then they join everyone else for the exhibit hall grand opening.
So a more high-level targeted experience. And the sources give some examples of who's attended before.
They do.
What kind of people are we talking about?
You're looking at SR managers from places like Stanford Healthcare, directors of HTM from Children's Health, managers and directors from big systems, Bay State Health, Sutter Health, Mercy Hospital, Banner Health, Kaiser Permanente.
Big names.
Lots of major healthcare systems, so you know it's a high-powered group.
Definitely sounds like a great opportunity to connect with your peers at the top of the field. So we've got the main expo, the leadership summit. Are there any organizations or publications that officially support MD Expo SoCal?
Well, the California Medical Instrumentation Association, or CMIA, they're a big supporter. They're all about advancing biomedical engineering in California, education, information sharing. So if you're working in California, that's a pretty valuable connection.
Absolutely. And if you want to stay up to date on the field and the expo itself, any resources they mention?
They do. TechNation magazine is a big one. It covers medical equipment, parts, service, supplies. They also say sign up for the MD Expo newsletter for all the latest news and announcements.
So plenty of ways to stay in the loop.
Yeah, there are.
Now, sometimes the best insights come from people who've actually been there.
Right.
The sources have some testimonials from past attendees. What do they have to say?
Really positive stuff. G. Contreras, a clinical engineer, said the presentations were very informative and energizing, felt ready to plan for the future.
Nice.
R. Nolan, a biomedical engineering manager, liked that it was a chance to share and learn within the HTM world. And D. Gillespie, a biomed tech, put it simply, a great way to meet vendors, get education CEs, and network.
You can't beat that. They hit all the highlights.
They did.
So to wrap things up for you, our listener, MD Expo SoCal in April 2025 is shaping up to be a really valuable event for anyone in healthcare technology management.
Yeah, it does seem that way.
You've got those deep dive educational sessions, hands-on HOT workshops, tons of chances to network, and you get to see all the newest tech. And for leaders, the TN20 Summit is a whole other level of connection.
It is. Whether you want to learn new stuff, get those CE credits, make connections for your career or your business, or just stay ahead of the game in HTM MD Expo SoCal looks like a great investment. Plus, being in Temecula,
Oh, yeah.
you could have some fun while you're there.
So as you're planning for the year, figuring out where to put your time and energy, think about this. How could those educational sessions on, say, cybersecurity or AI in healthcare actually help you in your daily work?
That's a good point.
Could you connect with vendors who have solutions to your specific problems? Could you learn something from other HTM professionals who are dealing with the same things you are?
That's a really good point.
It's all about applying this stuff, making it work for you.
Absolutely.
And that brings us to our final thought for you. With all the crazy advancements happening in healthcare tech these days,
Yeah, so fast.
well, how important are events like MD Expo? Are they essential for HTM pros to come together, learn, and get ready for what's next?
That's the question.
That's the question. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.